Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Agrarian Skies. Yeah guys, welcome back. Oh, creeper exploding. So yeah guys, last episode we did some stuff and I was running out of inventory space and I kept complaining about it, and I was like, you know what, we have plenty of resources. We have almost a stack of gold blocks, little over 2 stacks of iron blocks at the time. Let's just upgrade our chests. We don't have to wait for applied energistics. So I went ahead and upgraded the chests to the iron, and then I upgraded them to the gold, and I just upgraded all these guys over here to iron. So now we got plenty of space for all of our stuff, and I can stop complaining about that for now. Yeah. So let's see, what else has been going on? Not a lot since the last episode. So we were working on, what was it? What is this? Hell's Kitchen. This section, we were working on Hell's Kitchen. Let's open this up. So we've done a few of these quests. The next one is called Smooth Ice. And smoothies and ice cream can be made in the mix, smoothies and ice cream can be made by mixing snow and juice. That really confused me. I could not parse that sentence. And that's because that is completely wrong. Anyway, the easiest way to get snow and ice for recipes and crafting is by making a glacial extruder and providing it with power and water, although it's called a glacial precipitator, not extruder. So yeah, that's another thermal expansion machine. So let's look this guy up. This glacial precipitator is in a piston, a machine frame, some snow, copper ingots, and a redstone reception coil, although in this particular instance, we're allowed to use 2 buckets of water. This is not the normal recipe, I don't believe. I think thermal expansion requires this, so this is a new recipe for this particular map, and I got that set up over here. So there's our Glacial Precipitator. We're going to need redstone energy conduit or some type of power. Let's stick it over here, but all of our other thermal expansion machines that still need to be moved to somewhere, a more permanent spot. And we will go ahead and put that right there. Give this guy some power. Awesome. So we can make snowballs, we can make snow, and we can make ice. And I believe the only thing you need to do is give this thing power and water. So let's throw... Well, hold on a second. Before we do that, so we've done this. Let's claim a reward. And that gives us a heart. So there's 13 now and a good reward bag. So this gives us an efficiency 3 book, which is pretty cool. All right. So the next thing it wants us to do, was it this one? I don't think it really... It said we can make smoothies and things, but it doesn't look like any of these are going to do it. So let's look up a smoothie. Aha, so here we go. Strawberry smoothie. So it's a snowball, a strawberry, and a juicer. Okay, so instead of just doing the strawberry and getting strawberry juice, you can do this with snow. Really? Oh, it says unfulfilling light meal. So I think instead of giving us just one or a half a hunger, it'd give us the full haunch. But since it's unfulfilling, it goes away quickly. Right, so that's pretty cool. We can go ahead and make snow. That's going to be the first time we will be able to do that in this map. Let's throw some water in here. And how does that work? Aha, so it uses... Okay, so half a bucket of water turns into 1 snow block. Interesting. We could also, I imagine, set up one of those infinite snowman snow generator things if we wanted to do that. I guess we'll just take the snow for now. And we'll just stick it... Oh, yeah, let's stick it over here with like our decorative blocks and other things that we're not really using at this point in time. Right, so that's another quest down. So Vegan Delight. This wants us to make a presser, a task where the player crafts a specific item. We get a reward bag and a full heart. So some people don't like meat. Some people dislike torturing poor innocent animals. Luckily for those people, there exists a solution. Soybeans. Soybeans, when placed in a presser from Harvest Craft, process into a soft tofu and soy milk. Put the soft tofu in the presser to create firm tofu. Soy milk and firm tofu can be used to replace milk and meat in many recipes. Interesting. Okay, so it wants us to make a presser. This guy right here. 2 pistons and some iron, so that's not too bad. We need to grab a little bit of wood to do that. Go and make those into planks. We need to grab some iron. We could use aluminum for that as well, but we have plenty of iron, so it doesn't really matter. We're gonna need some cobblestone for that. Why am I walking so slowly? Oh, that was weird. It was like my shift key was being held down for some reason. So we will do... What? Oh, I need redstone as well to do the piston. So let's do this. So there's 2 of those. Then we're gonna need a little bit of iron, it look like. Go and turn this blocks back into ingots. Okay, so there's our presser. And that completes this. So now we have a consume task of making firm tofu and soy milk. Soybeans, hold on a second. Oh, this is the same thing. So what was this saying? Soybeans when placed in a presser from harvest craft, processed into tofu and soy milk. How do we make these soybeans? I don't think... Do we have soybeans at some point? Soy. I don't see soybeans. Can we make soybeans? Soybean morsel, soybean hunger overhaul, soybean seed. I don't know how you get soybeans. Do you have to bone meal grass and then get it? You know what? We should probably do that anyway. We have plenty of bones. And we have a big old grass patch over here. Tell you guys what, let me take some bone meal. And since I've never done that before in this map, let's collect some seeds and things like that. I'm pretty sure we have a good portion of all the different seeds that we can get, but I'm not sure if we have all of them. So yeah. Yeah, look at that. We already got, what was that? Pea seeds and garlic seeds. Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff here that we don't have that's going to be awesome. All right, guys, let me go ahead and do this for a little bit, collect a whole bunch of seeds, and we'll be right back. Oh my goodness, guys, there are so many seeds in this mod. I had no idea. So it seems like as soon as I collect all the ones I think there are, nope, still get another one. So just been bone mealing the grass, putting down water, using my magnet to collect all of the saplings and seeds and things like that. Horses are having a fun time bobbing up and down in the water. Yep, good times, good times. But yeah, there's been so many things. As you can see, my inventory is already full. That's why it keeps making that sound. Those things can't go in my inventory. We'll fix that here in just a second. Excuse me, horse. Excuse me. So in here, we've been putting all the seeds and things like that. Come on. Before it gets too annoying. Get in there. Go on. All right, there we go. So now it stopped making sound. In this chest right here, I've been putting all of the saplings and stuff for different trees, it looks like. There are so many different types of trees and things. Does that go in my inventory yet? Can I get that, please? Okay. Yeah, and all these different seeds and things. My goodness. So, did we just get some new ones there? It looks like we just got some more new ones. Yeah, this inventory is still filling up even more. But finally, we did get the soybeans. If I can find it. We got one. I've gone through over a stack of bone meal doing this, but we did finally get one soybean for our quest. And I'm not entirely sure what to do with it. I assume we just have to plant it and then grow it. I want to do that real quick. So let's grab our watering can. If I can find it, it's right there. And we will just remove one piece of wheat over here and change it for the soybean. I think it just used that. Yep, there we go. Soybean crop growth 0%. Let's go ahead and water can this. Hopefully this won't take too long to do. Or hopefully we can do this at all, because I don't know if this goes the same way as wheat and other things where it just will grow with a watering can, or maybe we just have to wait it out. I'm not entirely sure, but it does not look like it is growing, whereas the wheat around it has started growing a little bit. So that might be a thing. Oh, well, it grew. There's 50% growth. Maybe it's just a different growing cycle. I don't know. All right, guys. Well, I tell you what, this is kind of boring to watch. Let me go ahead. Oh, there we go. Oh, did I just ruin it? Oh, no, I got soybeans. And then can we do anything with these? Maybe they just turn into more soybeans over time. Ah, there we go. There's soybean. All right, so maybe we can do this after all without making that cut. Let me check this out over here. Hell's Kitchen. Open that up. And we were going to do this one. So we need firm tofu, 200 of them. Oh, wow. And 200 soy milk. So how do you make the firm tofu? This might take a little bit longer than I was thinking. Wow, look at all that stuff in the Ore Dictionary list there. Firm tofu. It doesn't say how to craft it. I know... Oh, yeah, that's right. We had to use the presser on it. Let's try this out. I don't know how this is going to work. I guess we'll just stick it right here. We got some things going on in the presser. So if I stick a... Nope, one of these. Up here? Okay, so I just stick it in there, and over time it does something. Bam. Soy milk and tofu. Now, was it silken tofu that we needed? Firm tofu. So do we put the silken tofu back in there? Looks like it's doing something. Uh-huh. And there's firm tofu. Okay. Well, we're going to get the soy milk fairly easily, but we need to get 200 of those. Wow, that's going to take a little bit of time. All right, guys. Well, I guess I might end up replacing some of my wheat crop over here with the tofu crop, just so we can get that going a little bit faster. But yeah, let me go ahead and plant some of those, get that going, make some tofu and soy milk, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so I spent a little bit of time here growing some soybeans, and I found a faster way of doing it. So let's see, I think I have my soybeans down here now. Yep, let me grab one of these. So this makes it so much easier than trying to use the harvester and planter, especially if you have a mob trap set up. You can just spam bone meal on these things, and it will just continually give you more soybeans. You don't have to replant it. You just hold right click and you bone meal. It goes from 0.50 to mature, and then you harvest it and the plant stays planted. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Now the thing is, if you run low on bone meal, if your bone meal goes all the way down to 0, you will harvest the plant, and then you'll have to replant another one. So as long as you have a constant supply of bone meal that you're right clicking on, yeah, that makes this thing go so much better. Oh, I guess not. Looks like maybe it's just random that it goes away. I thought it was when I ran out of bone meal. But yeah, so we were able to collect a lot of soybeans pretty easily that way. It looks like it does. You lose your seed when you do it that way, and yeah, you don't collect any seeds if you're bone mealing it either. So I don't know. I guess it's a trade-off. That's pretty cool. So I went ahead and I put the soybeans through this thing, and this thing is stuck halfway through for some reason. I don't know. But we should have enough of this stuff to complete this task. So we were doing this one. We needed to do 200 firm tofu. Let's submit that. There we go. Soy milk, and that's done. Awesome. So we get a full heart and a reward bag. So we will go ahead and use that heart. And the reward bag, 2 books. 0.36 chance. Very nice reward. Efficiency 3 and unbreaking 3. Awesome. Okay, so I've still got to figure out what we're going to do with the MFR machines to auto disenchant that and get these books back. That's something that we should look at. Another thing I was looking at was the next quest in this series. So I was thinking that we were going to be able to just start busting through all of these, and then I started looking at them. So this toasty bread quest requires 10,000 pieces of toast. That's quite a lot. So I was looking at that, if you might have saw my NEI. So to make toast, 1 piece of toast will turn into a piece of toast for some reason, but you smelt a bread to get toast. So we're going to need 10,000 pieces of bread in order to do that. Well, I was also looking down here at my wheat supply, and we got a lot. We're getting there, but nowhere near 10,000. So we're going to have to let this thing go for quite some time in order to meet that requirement. So then I started looking at these other ones. So aged juice, it wants us to make 10,000 vinegar. We need to make 100 hearty breakfasts. I don't know how to do that. We'll look at that in just a second. And then we need 10,000 tomatoes. So that's a lot of growing and stuff. I think I'm going to end up having to set up a bunch of these farms so we can just get things growing all of the time and work towards these quest completions. So the hearty breakfast, let's look at that. Hearty breakfast, this guy. So we need, well, we can use firm tofu, that's awesome, or a cooked pork chop. We can use fried egg, Potato cakes. How do you even make that? You need onion, butter, potato. So yeah, it seems like this is going to be kind of involved. And then orange juice or some kind of juice. Aha. And toast, of course. So we're going to need even more bread to complete this quest. My goodness. So unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to get much further in this line of quests. So we might start, yeah, that's probably why it's called Hell's Kitchen. We might start looking at another one. So what do we want to do? What do we want to do? Go with the, what is this? Go with the flow. What do these do? Ah, okay. So fluid storage. Yep, we've already done the portable tank. Okay. You know what? What we should do is probably start looking at applied energistics. That's what I really would like to do. I don't think there's an applied energistics path on this series. I think this is something you just have to do on your own. Let's take a look at these real quick. Ooh, all this Thaumcraft stuff and blood magic. Ooh, there's the potion vials. Maybe that'll tell us how to create those and stuff. That'll be awesome. What else do we have here? Bragging rights. What does this do? Okay. Plant energistics stuff. Oh, yeah, look at that wooden gear. We have completed that one. So, yeah, I might just have to start doing some of this applied energistics stuff. You know, not as a part of the quest, but just as a way that we can start storing items and things like that. So, if you guys haven't seen applied energistics before, if you've been watching my Feed the Beast stuff, you should know that I'm a big fan of applied energistics. So basically, in order to get a system going, you need an ME controller, which is a lot of Certus quartz, nether quartz, and redstone go into a lot of these things. Requires a lot of iron, and then these advanced and basic processors. So the advanced processor uses a diamond, some redstone, silicon. Silicon is, oh, you can do raw plastic to make silicon. Interesting, that's new. But generally, you have to macerate or pulverize either Certus quartz or the nether quartz dust and then smelt that into silicon. That's awesome that you can do with plastic. I love it. Okay. Yeah, so we need the controller. We're going to need these ME drives to hold a whole bunch of our storage disks. Just basic processor. Same thing, except this one uses gold. Let's see, what else do we need? We're going to need the pattern encoder. We're probably going to want to do the auto crafting stuff. Yeah, a lot of stuff in the applied energistics. All right, guys, tell you what, there's a lot of crafting involved and a lot of stuff ahead. Let me start building some of the basic AE parts, and we'll be right back. Oh my goodness, guys. So I've done a bunch of crafting here for applied energistics. I keep forgetting how involved it is every time I do this from scratch. But yeah, I've made an ME controller, an ME drive. This guy will allow us to put all these 4K storage disks in there for our space. And then I also made the ME access terminal so we can see what's in our ME system. So very basic stuff here. I've replaced the resident energy cell that I had going out here with an empty one that I had laying around. So this one is now filling up. And the one that I'm going to be using is practically full, so our ME system will be going for a little while. So let's start putting some of these items down. So we need these guys first of all, and all of these drives. So let's get those set down. I think we're gonna set the ME system over here. So let's do this. Just stick the controller. We will put the drive over here and the terminal next to the controller. Okay. Let's fill up the drive full of our 4K discs. Excellent. And next thing we need to do is provide it power. Where's my cell? There it is. So resident energy cell right on top. And we are going to be draining power, unfortunately. This does use power all the time in order for us to use the ME system. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to continually power this guy. Now, I don't know if one of these lava generators is going to be enough just to stick it over here and keep this thing powered. What I might end up doing is making a massive scale one of those guys over here that was just producing lava, make a whole bunch of these lava generators, or the, what is it, the magnetic dynamo, or one of those dynamos that produces RF using lava as well. I might make a whole bunch of those and start doing a big power system for us. Probably under the floor here. We'll have to fly under there and do that. And then we can pipe the energy anywhere we want it. I think that's probably going to be the better choice. We could also start looking at tesseracts and moving power around wirelessly, which is also a pretty good choice. So that'll be in the future. But for now, our ME system is going, so we can start just cramming all sorts of junk in here that we don't need on us. We can just throw that in there. Quest we probably want. Hatchet we can put in there. Magnet we can put in there. All right, so let's start doing some real stuff. Let's just put all of this stuff in there that we don't need. In fact, I can just space click that all in. So it took my arrows too, but that's fine. Yeah, just start space clicking everything in here. We really don't need our chest full of stuff as long as we have ME going. So let's go ahead and just dump it all in there. If you haven't seen this before, you can search. So if I just want mushrooms, you can do that. You can sort by IDs, item names, number of items. I think generally I do by item name or number of items, just so I know what I have the most of. Then you can also synchronize with your NEI if you want, but I personally don't like doing that, so we'll just do it this way. So yeah, you can just search for mushroom, and then it'll only search ME system and not NEI as well. So all of our ores we can just dump in there, just doesn't matter. All that stuff, space clicking those all in place. All of this stuff can go in there. There's no point in having those in these barrels really. What else? I think the strongbox stuff, we can take all of that. Maybe I'll put the bookbinder and this other strong box over here. All of this other stuff, yep, ME system, bam. Right, so what else can we put in there? I think one of the bigger things that I want to do is get ME hooked up over here. So all of this stuff that we have in this diamond chest goes directly into our system. We can put all of those into our ME system. Yeah, you don't need much more than the 4K drives for getting started. What that does, the higher tiers, it puts more bytes on each drive. So you can hold more of a certain type of item. But each one of these drives, no matter if it's the 1K or the 64K, will only hold 63 unique items. So that's something to keep in mind. So with all that stuff we put in there, we're only using 2 discs, and they're only half full, just a bunch of unique items. So yep, we've got a lot of stuff to just toss in there, which is awesome. Put that in there. What else do we got over here? Like all these dusts and things, emeralds and diamonds and redstone and coal and all this stuff. Yep, that's all going to go in there. Cocoa beans. Yeah, I think eventually I want the vacuum hopper dumping into a tesseract, and the tesseract will dump into our ME system. I think that's probably going to be the best way to go for all that stuff. But yeah, now all of our stuff is just in one place. We just have to worry about keeping the power going. For now, this is going to last for hours and hours off that 50 million RF. But yeah, definitely something to look at. Alright guys, well, I got a bunch more stuff to do off camera, a lot more infrastructure with the ME system. Like I was talking about, we're probably going to start setting up a bigger lava production so we can get a bunch of power going and not have to worry about filling up lava to these things every once in a while. We'll just pipe power around. I think that'll be the best way to go about it. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time.